What up to the podverse and everybody sleeping in the cloud? Welcome to the Black Law, where we talk black about TV, music, film. Sometimes we just digress and drink coffee or hot tea, which is recommended by 3 out of 4 cardiologists. My name, Rod. My co-host, my cohort, love saying cohort, Ryan. Let's say what's up.
What up? What up? What up? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man. How you doing, brother?
Nothing. Real quick. You know what? Before I even get to that, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like, share, and comment the Black Log. And if you're on Apple Podcasts or RSS or Spotify, please give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't really think we deserve the 5-star rating, just leave it there, and we promise we'll do better next week. A lot more clips can be found also on IG, TT, FB, all those acronyms. You figure it out. TikTok, all them good stuff.
And the rest is FLY.
And also shout out to Tiffany Customs Creations. They always hooking up all of the stuff. It's springtime now, so I'm pretty sure they're busy with taking care of that. So hit them up at etiffanycreations.com.
For all your apparel needs. People.
But what I was about to say real quick was I ran across this dude. I don't know. I don't know who to do this, but I didn't listen to the whole clip, obviously, because I just didn't have the bandwidth to. But I did catch him saying he was a black guy, and he looked regular. I mean, he looked regular looking black dude. But he was. I guess so, bro. He was. All I know is he said, "We all can't be sellouts," and I guess he was referring to maybe he had like this nucleus of people who thought like him, and all I could think of was, actually, you can. All of you can be sellouts.
Can be sellouts.
Yeah.
The rest of
you can. It is possible.
It
is possible that everybody in your group
can be a sellout.
Birds of a feather flock together. So yes, it is possible.
The rest of us may not be, but you and your group, yes, can be sellouts. I
just wanted to leave that. We move on since we starting back up on a different world.
I gotta say something. I saw a post on Instagram just about 10 minutes ago, and it gave R. Kelly's address at an Iowa prison. It seemed as though they were like soliciting, I don't know, stuff to put money on his books. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see myself putting money on R. Kelly's books in prison. Just weird. I just found that to be weird.
I hope you realize when. How long is he in for? Does he get released at some point?
I mean,
let's assume that he gets released, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he is released, you do realize that he will be listed as a sexual predator.
Yes, he will be. He will be listed as this.
I'll leave it at that.
Everywhere he goes, he has to report.
But like we said, we are back to a different world, season 3.
I know this shouldn't be said. I remember the first time I took the girls. They only took them one time to go see Space Jam, and I heard "I Believe I Can Fly." I never thought that song would become what it was. Not gonna lie, I just never did. I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it was gonna be. I knew that
was
gonna be big. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I could already see the anthem. I could already see that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was connected to a Looney Tunes with Michael Jordan. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, bro.
I was sitting there watching this.
I don't know what you're thinking about.
Maybe, man.
Michael Jordan in the 90s? Looney Tunes.
Man, I'm just talking. I'm not talking about all the other stuff around it. I'm
Don't matter.
talking
Don't
about
matter.
the song itself.
And then you put in the song, I Believe I Can Fly with Michael Jordan flying.
I remember hearing, I believe I could fly.
These
I
people out here,
believe I could.
were running around talking about LeBron this and LeBron that, and Michael Jordan. Y'all don't know. Y'all stuck in the 90s and stuff. Yes, we are stuck in the 90s and the 80s because we saw Michael Jordan play, and we knew exactly how big of a story it was, and we knew when that Team USA for the first time in 1992 they went out, and it was like the Beatles. They were literally like the Beatles. And mainly because of one, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
Might have had he's my frat brother.
Not talking that. I'm just saying, though. I just never forgot sitting there. I believe I could fly.
And R. Kelly was big at the time. Oh, yeah.
I could believe I could touch the sky. He was popular at Warner Brothers because he was doing the Batman stuff, and I know he had done the Gotham City song, but it was just so simplistic. And I
ain't gonna lie, I don't fool with him, but I did like that. Gotham City for the ghetto.
I knew you.
Gotham City for the ghetto. I don't fool with R. Kelly, but bruh.
Gotham City the remix. I knew you were gonna say it. Gotham City the remix.
But yeah, y'all can keep on fooling around with R. Kelly and trying to do all that stuff. Y'all go ahead and associate yourselves if y'all want.
Oh God! Like we were saying, we are back at Different World, third season. We are starting off with an episode called "Strangers on a Plane," written by Thad Mumford.
Hey, brief summary. Brief summary. Our brief summary is brought to you by Brevity. If you didn't have it, we'd be here all day, which we might.
It's a new year. At Hillman College. Dwayne and Whitley run into each other in first class on the plane, and Whitley sees a different man.
Mm-hmm.
Gilbert Hall is co-ed. Walter is upset.
Hey. Dwayne low-key showed up in a Rubenstein Brothers suit.
Got the Rube.
And for you all that don't know, Rubenstein Brothers is a haberdashery in New Orleans.
Upscale. Pretty nice place to go get clothes.
That in the New Orleans East Plaza was connected to All American Jeans, where you bought Jabos.
It ain't like the Canal Street one, but it's still Rubenstein. This is written by Thad Mumford, directed by none other than Debbie Allen. Before I go any further, word of the day. We don't just entertain here. We educate. Today's word of the day is hiatus. It's a noun.
I think people know that.
Huh?
I think people know hiatus.
Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Hiatus refers to a period of time when something such as an activity or program is suspended. In a sentence, with a highly anticipated summer at the beach, Morris put his relationship with a girl named Petunia on hiatus.
They used to have this dude, Morris, bro. He was in my homeroom. I can't remember not that I would say his last name on air, but I cannot remember his last name to save my life. Morris. Yep, I remember Morris.
Morris being
what up, Morris? If Morris is somewhere out there, what's up, bro? 401 forever.
How about let's just say Morris Bienville? Just give it a New Orleans flavor. I don't know. Yeah, we open with the title. Like I said, with the title, Different World, Season 3, Episode 1, Strangers on the Plane. We open with Whitley arguing with a flight attendant, played by the very attractive Stephanie Williams, who was seen in a lot of Robert Townsend pieces, over the placement of her carry-on bag.
Might I add, she would have been put off that plane in today. 2026.
Yes, for her attitude, she would have been put up. Whitley would have been put off a plane. They're going back and forth. Whitley said to that woman, "Why don't you beautify America and floss your teeth?" I was like,
Willie better be happy she didn't see her in the streets.
That's a find you outside after street comment right there. For
That
real.
is
I
a
was like,
FAFO if I have ever heard one.
it is. It is. As Whitley prattles on because she was prattling, a man offers to check his
Now
bag.
that word would have been a good word of the week. Prattling. Even with hiatus. Like, I was like, bro, I think people know hiatus. But then again, you never know. Prattling, though. I never heard that before. I was like, damn.
Wilkinson, I'm not saying you shouldn't be, but you see Wilkinson, like, hold on, this is not educating me. I know what hiatus is. There people out like, you see more about you now instead of the audience.
I am very concerned about the human beings out here living in America who do not know what the word hiatus means. I am very concerned.
But the way you said, I didn't know what what is it about? It's about the audience here, the Black Love audience. Like I said, they're on the plane. The man offers to check his bag, and Whitley is shocked to see this Armani type suit connected to Dwayne Wayne without his shades on and everything. He is like, what did Eddie Murphy say in Boomerang? Like, yeah, put my thing on.
That
Ebony Man. He's an Ebony Man right now.
Ebony color. Did you say the ebony cover?
Ebony cover. What was that?
I just remember he went like this. We're referring to Eddie Murphy from Boomerang. I'm getting much better at this, which I just don't go into something without revealing what I'm talking about.
That's what makes it conversational. Dwayne, upon seeing Dwayne, Whitney is excited and says, Dwayne, what are you doing in first on this plane? She just,
superficial.
She is so superficial, man. He says he's returning from Canada at his internship at Kanishiwa. He was in Toronto.
Which I can't wait to get to Ron. Don't worry. It's about, because you say Canada. I'll explain when we get there.
Yeah. They're in different seats, and Dwayne's like, well, I'll be back here. And he's like, no. And they convince the man that they're a couple and to let Dwayne sit next to him. We go to Gilbert Hall that has had, I guess, like a remodel for what it's worth.
Did he reveal anything to her? Talking about Dwayne, going back to Dwayne. Didn't he say that?
They didn't say nothing. He just got in the seat. They didn't say nothing at this point.
He didn't say anything about Kanishiwa?
He just said he's returning from his internship. That's all he said.
At Kanishiwa? Oh, maybe because I know it's Kanishiwa.
Yeah, he just said he just returned from the internship. Because what's the name said you all had to get in your seats. We returned, like I said,
Gilbert Hall.
We had Gilbert Hall. Freddie is in her Freddiest, trying to save the rainforest, handing out flyers.
She is really blossoming into Freddie.
She is becoming Freddie.
Like she is Freddieing out more than Freddie possible.
I only mention this because, there was an extra in Gilbert Hall. There was an Asian man. And I only mention that because yesterday I saw something on Instagram about this young Asian kid at Howard. He's talking about his first year down at Howard. And he's just all over the place. Like they showed him doing all these things on the field, shooting basketball, on the yard with some girls. I mean, he's getting his HU on. Howard is, I don't know. I'm not saying the kids internationally, probably in America, but I thought it was. I was like, I asked some teammates. I said, "Do you remember anybody Asian being on campus while we were there? Did you remember that while you were there?"
There was one. There may be one, maybe two white guys, and one of them was in the band. I remember one dude. He was younger. White dude was in the band.
I mean,
I remember
it's
that.
a different time.
I remember because we had two, at least two people, at least two of my frat brothers were in the band because
Okay.
we had Jeremy, and Wilson, and yeah. I remember because I would see band folks because I would be if I was
Yeah.
around them, I would see band folks,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember there was this one white guy. Now at Howard though, you see a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Actually,
I mean, you talking white.
the field goal kicker was
Is it Asian?
no, he wasn't Asian. He was Latina, if I remember correctly.
I have seen. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. All the kickers while I was at Howard were white. Wait, no. I just thought about it. Except for one, dude, he was a Nigerian, and coach called him Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot.
Thunderfoot, bro. Your mic went. Oh, uh oh. Let's just get back in.
Yeah. Where were we before? God, where were we?
You're talking about Gilbert Hall. They were back at Gilbert Hall. Freddie.
It was
And the
Freddie.
Asian kicker. The kicker. The football kicker.
But,
Thunderfoot.
yeah, like I said. Thunderfoot.
Yeah, we can just move on from Thunderfoot.
Yeah,
move
on from Thunderfoot.
We totally lost all of that.
Yeah, we lost all that.
But we did have a Hispanic kicker. I just remember, because football team was fighting everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's every year.
Yeah, Walter is the new dorm director and of Gilbert Hall. He lives in the former residence of Maddie, and I forgot the God.
Oh, he lives in the little fake me out house, little apartment, bro. little apartment in the dorm, bro.
That fake me out. She be like, the fake me out shit. Yeah. Why you just be like on that apartment so hard? You be like,
he living in a little apartment, bro. Inside the dorm, bro.
You look at other episodes and you was really digging it. You was like, yeah, pretty cool. And you was talking about that. But he exits his fake me out apartment talking to a parent. I assure you, it's gonna be like her father is right here, or whatever. And the extra play and the father is just smiling to, yeah. I gotta say this. I feel like every other extra, it is 89, but every other extra has what we used to say on the ball team. They got that whip appeal in their head, bro. Everybody.
Not that. How'd that song go?
Everybody got that whip appeal, bro. They got they got their head in the process, bro. It's like a lot of them, dog. A lot of the extras, dude, got that whip appeal. But it's 89. We just coming out of Do the Right Thing is that same year. Cause there's a reference to it, and even what you call it.
I can't wait to do that movie.
Walter checks a lot of kids. He checks.
What about 30-year-old Jaleesa?
30-year-old Jaleesa. She is
30-year-old Jaleesa. She's a 30-year-old RA, bro.
Bro, you be coming hard. Fake me out apartment with 30-year-old Jaleesa. You just
Jaleesa, bro. Jaleesa like a 30-year-old RA, bro.
She is a student getting her undergraduate degree. Yes, she is the RA.
Undergraduate.
She is undergraduate RA, and her and
Walter
are in a relationship.
Regina Hall? No, not Regina Hall. Is Regina Hall from which Regina was it? Regina King. Regina King.
Was what?
Regina King was the one in with Boondocks and all those shows, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to mix up my Reginas, that's all. But Regina King and what was that movie about John Singleton about college?
Ooh. Higher Learning.
You must be a super duper senior. Regina King, bro. She said, she told Ice Cube, you must be a super duper senior. Like, damn. Hey, bro, what if somebody walked up? What if somebody walked up to your campus and told you that, bro? Would you just feel so small?
Man, I had enough of it when I was in Carver Hall and everybody team, man. I remember Ransom came in one time. Man, I used to be seeing you just drawing them circles, man. You be drawing the same circle over and over again. But you ain't give up. you just draw the man. I said, man. He said, I'd be thinking that dude. He gonna get his degree. He ain't giving up. He just drawing that face over and over.
This will be a clip.
Thank you, Red. Yeah, just drawing that circle. That was my degree. And my degree was summed up in the you just be drawing that circle over and over again. Man.
He said that dude gonna make something of himself. I see a future in that boy.
Shut up. Walter's playing dorm director. He tells his young kids, man, get your feet off the table, man. You do that at your mama's house? She said, yes, I do. And that's why your mama sent you to college.
Did you also notice that they were blasting a little bit of Paula Abdul in the dorm, bro?
Yeah, because they make reference to it later. Freddie's on the phone when Kim runs up on her and tries to play like she's a guy hitting on her, and Freddie gets all upset till she turns around and sees it's Kim who's back for the summer, and she's like, I love the way you cut your hair. She says it was due to the fact I got too close to a Bunsen burner. And the first thing I thought about was, Kim, if your hair got burned by a Bunsen burner at your internship, you are not returning to my internship. Wow, how did you burn your hair off on a Bunsen burner? And they're catching up when Jaleesa comes in and says, who is this motorcycle? Picks up a whole motorcycle helmet off the stairwell. Who does this belong to? And Kim says it's mine. And I'm going to tell you, I need a story behind that. I need some backstory. I want to know, wait, why did you go?
Because you know her daddy ain't let her get a motorcycle.
Yes, I know that your
Her
father.
daddy, was it last season? Where that big trouble where she went to homecoming? Or was it another?
I don't even know. I just know that she has a motorcycle helmet. You're telling me, Kim, you got a motorcycle? I need backstory on that. Is it me? Maybe I'm wrong. We go to Whitley and Kim's room, where not Whitley.
Whitley?
Yeah, Whitley. It's Whitley and Kim's room, but Freddie and Kim come up to find a man, and they're unpacking his clothes, and she's like,
They really were going to try to make something out of that dude. They wanted him to be more than what he ended up being.
Well, you know who that was, right?
Yeah, that's that country dude.
No, but do you know who that is? That is Hugh Allen, Debbie Allen's younger brother.
Oh, yeah, Debbie Allen's brother. That's right.
Who is
That's
now
right. So,
the head of commercial real estate at TD Allen. So,
wow.
he did all right.
That's what you call keeping it in the family.
He did all. Yeah, they did. They keep it family. What can we do? You want something? I'll get you some. Debbie said,
That's all good. Yeah, that's all good with me.
Mm-hmm. But Quincy, there's like, he said, this is my room. He said, well, I got some advice for you. I snore. And then they correct him and showed him that he's on the wrong floor. And he bounces out. But you're definitely right. We're going to see more of Quincy. We go to Freddie and Jaleesa's room. Jaleesa's cleaning up. Walter enters on this whole thing about talking about doing a little inspection, but really he just wants a little sweet lip. That's what the man wants. The man wants a little sweet lip. That's all. He's about to give him a little sweet lip when the girl Karen enters and complains about who else, but somebody playing a Paula Abdul tape too loud, and she even makes a comment and said, Look, I know she dances, but does she have to sing? I wonder how Paula felt about that if she heard that joke. What you think?
She heard it. Somebody told her about that joke. That is a
Somebody,
guarantee.
yeah, because yeah, Different World was very anticipated at this point after the second season. So yeah, this is a highly watched show right here.
And also Paula Abdul she was big. I mean, she was big. I mean, I can't say that people was hyped about. Not people that I knew weren't.
Oh no,
weren't beating down their doors to go listen to Paula Abdul. But Paula Abdul was definitely worldwide at that point.
no doubt. But the whole at this point,
Former Laker girl,
yes, and Jaleesa thinks. With all the problems, Jaleesa says, Walter, I think you should handle the guy problems and I handle the women's problems. And Walter's like, problems are just problems. You don't assign any gender to it. Until somebody comes in and says, there's a problem with the vending machine in the ladies' bathroom. Jaleesa, you need to handle that.
Very simple.
Very simple. We go back to the plane. Whitley and Dwayne have been catching up about their summer. She is speaking on how she has been in Italy spending money. Dwayne talks about his summer. He said the food in Toronto is much better than Montreal. Doing his internships, talking about getting people, finding good barbers to give him great haircuts, and Whitley kind of compliments him on how his hair looks and stuff like that. When Barbara, our flight attendant, comes up and gives Dwayne a manila envelope, she said, manila envelope, since this is your last business trip for a while, we wanted to give you a going away present. I gave him
gave him some peanuts.
A manila envelope filled with honey roasted
peanut.
Cashews.
Cashews. Ooh.
I was like,
honey roasted cashews? That's pretty
I
good,
can't even lie. I was sitting there saying, I could go for that.
Honey roasted cashews, bro.
I said, ooh, a whole manila envelope? But honestly, when you on planes, man, they don't care. It's so funny. It's like, hey, I remember.
Digression.
What?
I was a person who, when I was younger, did not like the taste of cashews. Then when I was a grown-up, cashews are fantastic. Did you have the same,
I think it was for an older palate.
No,
I think it is for an older palate. I wasn't a fan of cashews.
I was not a fan of cashews when I was younger.
I wasn't.
Boy.
I think
now,
the cashew.
I eat a whole. You get one of those big things. I will go through it.
I would choose cashews over peanuts. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's for an older palate. I think it is. Yes. Did not like it as a child. Can't lie to you. And the food development of honey roasted. I mean, I don't think you can lose. I just don't.
I'm honey roasted. I'm done with honey roasted. Now that was for a younger palate.
No,
I just need the salt. Just give me the salt. This is salt.
I can still go for honey roasted. Whitley asks for some, and Barbara says we have none. She has premium grade shade for Whitley. No.
Oh yeah,
we have no more.
Good stuff.
They start talking more, and he said, so how was your internship? She said, I can't lie. Being the snob that she is, she said, I thought your internship was just really getting coffee for people. And he mentions how, you debug one program and you become a company hero.
He pulled out the business card, bro.
Yes, he did. He showed it with the...
And then we had the old school, Whitley takes it and hides it in her bosom. And
and we don't get a chance to say bosom much. So use it. Say it. We don't. I mean, it's just a word we don't get to use a lot. Bosom.
He's supposed to chase her and
He says, "You fine, come get it." And it's like, ooh, you know what I mean. Then there's suddenly turbulence, and Whitley goes into Dwayne, and she
damsel in distress,
and hold me, or whatever, and we go out on that. I got to say, Whitley was looking at her Whitley was always attractive, but this coming back to the top of season 3, she was looking banging in this this first episode, Whit.
People were back in the day when Different World came on. everybody was Whitley was it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
And honestly, at first it was Denise, and
yes.
then then Denise slid out, and then they just
I mean, the whole crew. I mean, Whitley,
the whole cast,
Whitley,
the whole
Kim,
cast.
Freddie, they all
Yeah.
they all
Yeah.
look good. They
Yeah.
all a good looking crew.
Yeah,
Which I guess we will see in the upcoming reboot of Different World.
all of them, right?
Yeah. Everybody. Well, I'm about to say Mr. Gaines ain't coming back because
Jaleesa will still be in RA. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
I am hoping she's a VP. Colonel Taylor's coming back, so I'm hoping that they're still married, but I bet they're gonna be divorced.
Oh yeah.
We go back to Gilbert Hall. Walter is speaking to the masses about being in the co-ed dorm, and he's laying the law out. Walter, y'all been asking for co-ed dorms for years. And then one girl, the girl we saw earlier, say, I didn't. Jaleesa said, that's because last year you spent all your time in the men's dorm. I was like, damn.
How you call somebody out like that, bro? How you call somebody out like that, bro?
What are you calling her? A garden tool? That's what it sounds
That
like.
That is called writing. Because in real life, ain't nobody gonna call somebody out like that, bro.
I was like, oh, that's cold. That's like, between that and what's the name with the whole floss your teeth thing, I was like, boy, y'all rough in this first episode.
Yeah.
But they are, again, Jaleesa is bringing balance to the meeting and trying to say, we just want you all to be adults or whatever. When Dwayne and Whitley enters and just stirs up hey, Whitley, hey, Kim. And Freddie's all shocked. Look at you, Dwayne, looking all different than Whitley.
Oh, yeah. It was mostly Dwayne.
Yeah.
It was mostly Dwayne because he came in with his Rubenstein Brothers suit on. Y'all can say Armani. I like Rubenstein Brothers.
They are all talking about back from my internship, and Dwayne offers. He says, "You need anything else?" And she said, "I'm gonna leave." Whitley said, "I think you suggest he leave since he is causing such a bit of a riot with his new suit and stuff like that." He leaves, and she calls him back and drops a kiss on the lips. And Dwayne is shocked, as is everyone else. So is everyone else in the lobby.
Like everybody in the lobby, bro.
Like
everybody, bro.
She called him, walked over to him, and as Fred Sanford said, put one on the lips.
It's like she forgot where she was.
She forgot. You just forgot completely. We come back to the act break and we are reintroduced to Ron Johnson. We find Ron fumigating their new apartment. I forgot the name of these apartments. Fumigating it for cockroaches. When Dwayne...
Remember back in the day, bro? Digression. Remember back in the day, bro? They was coming to fumigate the house. If it was fumigation day, which was always a Saturday, why didn't they do... No. Somebody had to be home.
Yeah.
Wait, did somebody have to be home?
They didn't, but they fumigated the house, but it wasn't like they do out here where they tent whole houses. I don't know about you, but out here, they tent whole houses. But somebody had to be home for it.
But anyway, bruh, it was like, it wasn't like I wasn't going to be outside all day anyway, but it was like fast track, bro. It was like, mom was like, gotta get out. Hey, y'all gotta get out the house. They're about to fumigate the house.
It's
Can't
10
come back.
Where am I going to go? I don't know.
I don't know what they put in that house to kill whatever roaches or whatever things are running around, but it obviously was not for any kind of human.
You know what? I was
kind of inhalation by a human being, bro.
It's a Generation X thing, but I was laughing about not that, but I was laughing about the mosquito trucks. We lived in neighborhoods where they just actually sprayed the neighborhood.
You ever saw the trucks?
Yes. Oh my God.
Maybe I didn't realize I never really paid attention.
They're
You know what? Now that I think about it,
they're just driving through neighborhoods.
It smelled obvious, bro.
But they're driving through just filled neighborhoods with just spraying.
I mean, kids out there playing too, bro.
Pesticides. We out there.
And you know, for us, I'm pretty sure everybody has their own thing that they do when they're playing like street football. For us, if the cars were coming, you know what it was. Car time.
Dude.
That meant time out for the car time. So car time. You got this truck just coming by.
And basically you went up closer to the houses to avoid being hit by what they were spraying. But in general, fully inhabited neighborhoods were being sprayed with pesticides. At
first I was thinking, I can't remember, I was seeing then I remember the smell. I'm like, oh yeah.
All this to just prevent mosquitoes from, I guess half the mosquitoes from, because they still survive.
They still bit my ass, bro. Bro, you be out playing basketball like 8:30 at night, bro. You just be, doing slapping yourself, bro. Slapping yourself, bro, while you dribbling, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Dwayne comes in and is like, Ron said, man, partner, you back? He says, we about to set it off. He said, man, I'm tired. He says, man, I got to fly once, fresh off
from Detroit.
They didn't. I'm just.
That is a Sanford and Son
reference, but still, they did. It picked up Dwayne's attitude. It was like, oh, for real? I'm in. Okay. And then Ron says, man, I smell perfume. Expensive perfume. What's going on? He said, oh, man, that just must have been Whitley. Wait, hold on.
He threw that out there, too. He know he didn't have to throw it out there like that. He knows he was hyped up, bro, in that kid's brain. He was like, oh, it was just Whitley. It must have been Whitley. What? Come on, bro. You're not just throwing it out there like that. That's why I got to go with Ron. Ron was like, don't be trying to play me like that, bro. Don't be trying to play me like that, bro.
He said, what he said? That perfume just don't jump off somebody.
Yeah.
It don't leap onto you. And Ron is like, you ain't make a move? Nah, man. Me and Willie, we just friends. Y'all just friends.
He ain't say nothing about that kiss.
He didn't.
So he did not.
So he did not. So you're not interested in Willie.
And I damn sure know he didn't forget about that kiss.
He sure didn't. He sure did not. But Ron said, so you're not interested in Willie? Nah, not me. Well, it's on. That's who Ron's like. Ron goes straight, it's my woman now. And Dwayne's like, you're not her type. Well, man, I'm her type. And they got to go back and forth about that.
Yeah.
But the main thing is, Ron says, you don't want her? She mine. That is.
He changed his mind real quick.
I know that now that I hear it from other women, that seems to be very offensive when just like you're choosing. How y'all choosing us? It's like, and I say, I don't think we're choosing you. It's just that we want to know, we want to choose who we're going. We don't want to cause any.
Real, as we used to say at home, if you're not going to jump on it, I damn sure ain't.
And in so many words, I think we see that as a courtesy. Hey, are you liking that?
It's like, hey, are you gonna holler? Because if you're not gonna holler,
I'm gonna holler. That's so yeah. And I was like, yeah. So there we are. Ron is on the hunt. We go back to Whitley and Kim's room. Whitley is complaining about the co-ed status of Gilbert Hall now and how it's just going to reveal us to the men and all this. They're going to see us bleaching our mustaches. And Freddie says, you bleach your mustache? Yes. And she says, not where I'm from. And Whitley says, where you from? Chewing tobacco is a delicacy. I just thought that was just...
She was kind of on fire this episode.
She was...
She was on fire this episode.
And they were talking about, say, you ain't got, Kim jumps in, you ain't got to worry about your man. He got his own place. Whatever are you talking about? And she says Dwayne. She's like, they talking about saying kiss that man.
Oh, you know what? I just thought about it. I just saw it on my little notes, bro. This is where old Kim Walona Woods Whitley popped back in. What's her last name? Whitley? Kim Whitley? What was it? What?
Kim,
No.
Kim, no,
What's
Kim
Kim's
Whitley's a
last
comedian.
Oh.
I forgot Kim's name.
Kim Walona Woods. Don't matter. Walona Woods jumped right back in, telling all her business, bro.
She did say that. She talked about how she had the
Talked
dream.
about that dream she had last. Like, bro.
She did say it slipped
That
out.
girl told. How did it slip out? Like, you literally, like, come on, man. That's why I can't fool with Kim, bro. Kim a little Walona Woods, bro. A little motor mouth, bro.
Well, Whitley said, a kiss, Kim, you don't know what you're talking about. A kiss is provincial. It says, hello. I was laughing my head. It does not. The way she said that, it says, hello. No, it does not. It does not.
That made me
That's
choke
what
on myself.
What?
It made me choking that water.
But she did. It was funny when
She did.
That's when Kim brings up the dream, and she's like,
The Walona Woods. That's what I wrote. The Walona Woods of a different world. There she is.
And Whitley's upset. She's like, she leaving out, and what's in there reminds her of Dwayne's address. I did find it funny when Freddie was looking through her bag. She said, "Get your paws off my bag." She knew. She just knew. We go to Freddie and Jaleese's room. Walter is still droning on about having co-ed dorm and having women around make them different. Women around makes them all different. It's like when women are around, we just become different people. We just become totally different people. They started the debate about men and women.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty true.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it,
women are different too. We just don't know how, right?
I'm talking about, I'm going back to high school. Like, if people really knew the stuff we used to get into at St. Aug, and to quite be honest with you, we talk about it a lot because when we out, but bruh, I would say when we were at St. Aug, when girls were listening to us talking about stuff in class, and even dudes who didn't go to St. Aug, hearing us talk about things that went on at school in class, they'd be like, bruh, like, oh, you had a public school? It's like, hey, man. Like, I remember that one time we were having a rubber stopper war. So somehow we got all of the rubber stoppers out of the chemistry lab, and bruh, it was right side of the class versus left side of the class. And these rubber stoppers, you can get hit anywhere, bruh. It could be in the cafeteria. You could be walking across the yard. You could be in the hallways, bruh. And then it finally got to the point where one morning, I've heard these type of announcements before, and I like to address another matter that has come to my attention. Of course, this is Mr. Payshow, our principal, a proud principal of St. Aug. We have been finding rubber stoppers from the chemistry lab all throughout the building and on campus.
There are 3 of us. Do you see it?
Yeah. So, yeah. So the rubber stoppers, they just kind of flew everywhere. in that story.
And that's the end of that story.
I don't feel like telling that shit. Whatever.
I don't know.
We've had a lot of issues this broadcast.
Yeah, I'm on my
and a ride. Rod will fix them.
I will. We go to Dwayne and Ron's apartment where they're having a
weird party.
Throwdown. I had to say that. I want to say throwdown. Hello?
No, a weird party. That was a weird party, bro. When I saw it,
Dwayne,
what year did that episode? What year was season 3?
89.
In 1989, it was weird. And if I saw the rerun in 1998, it was weird. And when I saw the rerun in 2026, it was weird. I don't know what was going on in that party. That's
I thought
that's all that I will say.
It was supposed to be girls, but then they had girls and guys, and Dwayne was dancing. But Whitley comes over, and that's Dwayne. Ain't nothing new. You know what I mean?
Dwayne, the way Dwayne acts, nah, that's Dwayne. The setup in the party made no sense.
Wayne, Whitley comes over. I say Whitley. Whitley Wayne, the future Whitley Wayne, and
spoiler alert.
She fine. What?
Whitley Wayne.
She finds Dwayne dancing this, that. It's just a little different from what she saw on the plane this morning or whatever, because he's rocking his trademark shades again. So it's going on. He got that going on. And Ron sees her first. Then Dwayne sees her, and it's like, oh, Whitley, come on in to the party, whatever. But somebody who's just friends, he sure is inviting her in. Come on in. And he says,
gave her another business card.
Gave her another business card or whatever. He said, you gotta go. He said, yes. What is she said? I came over here to see a friend, but I don't think he's here. I was like, really? We being poetic here, Whitley? Really?
Hey man, she thought she was about to walk in there. My man was just sitting around, listening,
in the suit?
Sitting around.
In the suit?
Nope. Maybe she thought he was just sitting around eating a little chicken and some green beans, and had a little Christopher Williams playing.
Or maybe she thought he was gonna be sitting in there with a charcuterie board and some wine and cheese.
Or as you say, a shakaraka board.
Shakaraka. I corrected it. The girls keep getting mad at me because I say that. I say, it's shakaraka board. You know, it's like, it's charcuterie, Dad. It's charcuterie. So yeah, she bounces out. And Ron and then said, hey man, I better not see you messing with my woman. Which is just stupid. And we go back to the dorm and we find Freddie in the Gilbert lobby on the second floor. And she just kind of like talking about, I feel everyone's changed except me. Everybody's had a new experience, this, that, and the other. And
you do see that kind of stuff though in general when you think about it. Everybody has some type of, they did something during the summer, or maybe it didn't. Like I would say, my freshman summer, I did nothing. And then finally, I couldn't find a job anywhere. And finally, your daddy was like, you gonna come over here and work with me at Nord? All I did was sit over at the Mandeville Center and look at the wall. But I couldn't get mad. I was getting paid. I used to walk in that little side hall, shoot a little pool, and sitting there with Dad and whipping there.
You a Nord Nepo baby. That's what you are. You're a Nord Nepo baby.
All I was waiting for on on those weekdays was to get home because I was going out somewhere.
I learned how to shoot pool. You learned how to shoot pool at that center. I remember I was too young to be shooting pool, but I remember the older kids who I think were betting. Now that I look at it now, I think they were gambling when they weren't supposed to be.
Pretty
and they were teaching me.
Pretty sure they were.
I used to have one leg on the table and one on the floor. I was so smart, but I learned that.
I remember. I used to go all throughout that place, bro. I used to go upstairs in that little back room, and man, I used to be going through all that stuff. Bro.
Mandeville Center is a center in the recreation department in New Orleans. And our father worked there. And we used to I used to have to go there to wait for my mama to pick me up. So that's where I just had to wait after school sometimes.
When I went there,
he had a
I
job.
was just stuck. No. that was that summer, but before that, I was stuck there because whatever. I had to go with it for whatever reason.
But yeah. But Freddie's all caught up, and it's like Whitley is not listening to her. Basically.
But it is very true. Usually somebody does something. Somebody has a good experience during the summer. You come back, and then there's always somebody who's like, "Yeah, I didn't do nothing."
I didn't do nothing.
I'll tell you what I did do. I went to Whispers on Fridays for free entry, and I think it was 2-for-1 drinks, free food,
Yes.
and Whispers had that food. They had that fried fish. They had that. They had the red beans and rice. They had gumbo, all at Whispers.
All at Whispers, babe, for your... Oh, the Black Log is sponsored by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, so put life into your loved ones. Death at Fade to Black Funeral Homes with t-shirt printing, tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones. Fade to Black.
I wonder if we should start putting at the beginning.
Okay, maybe we
I don't
can.
know. Maybe we think about it.
Hey, they're paying for it. Most HBCU thing. Getting called out on a PDA or a public display of affection. It just is. That, like, you're not doing that on at least Howard's campus, my time there. Matter of fact, the ball team had a thing. If they saw you talking to somebody on the yard, anywhere, it was called squeeze. And they'd come up to you and do this. Dude, it was very subtle, but it was powerful, and you knew you was caught. And when I say public display of affection, I mean just talking. Not a real public display of affection. It's like I see you being sit and just quiet. Somebody just walked by.
You just be standing there like in person. The girl's like, what's wrong? Nothing.
No. Could you?
Nothing at all.
Dude, you sit and it's like this. You'll be like this talking, and you don't know because somebody coming from behind you, and all of a sudden their hand hits you. Your face just squeeze. Sometimes somebody would be across the yard and do this. You can ask anybody from 925 about to squeeze, bro. And what Whitley did was just like, really? Oh my God.
Mine was honestly just first day back on campus and seeing everyone like that. For me, that just never gets old. It never got old.
No, it doesn't. Least likely thing.
That weird party.
No, for me it was getting the same room from for you.
That weird party.
Me, getting the same dorm room from the previous year. You're very lucky if you pull that off. That's like, I was like, Kim, you walking up in there like that? Man, stop.
Well, that was Whitley's room every year.
It was. Yeah, but I still was like, it's least for them. It's like I say, it is the exception.
I guess they got grandmothered in. See what I did there?
I did. I saw it from across the room. I did. I saw it across states. That's what I did. I saw that across states. Hip hop song needed.
You know what? I'll let you go first.
Smooth Operator by Big Daddy Kane. It just felt with the whole Dwayne thing.
That is actually very good. That is very good. All I had was and it has no connection to anything, but Shaka Khan, what you gonna do for me when the chips are down? It's it's just an old school song that when I was at Howard, you go to the club and they would have the old school floor, or you know how the clubs go. They jam you out, and then they got a time at some point in time during the club where they just playing these old school songs like "What you gonna do for me when the chips are down." I know that wasn't very good.
But I know I definitely understood it, and I know what you were going for.
Uh,
HBCU alum needed as a guest star in what role?
Debbie Allen. And she just said, she turns to some girl and says, "Hey Willie, hey Willie is obviously beating everyone Dwayne, honey child."
Letty is gone. She has nobody to hang with. Why is Debbie Allen still there?
For those of you who don't know, you need to go and watch the Black Logs, the Black Logs analysis of season 1 and 2 of A Different World. And while you're at it, sign up for the Black Logs. Please comment and share.
Thank you very much about that. I had thespian and Morehouse alum Samuel Jackson in the place of that father at the beginning of this show.
Oh.
Checking Walter by, he said, "Look here, Big Red. I'm leaving my daughter here. Gonna be no motherfucking problem. Because if there is, I'm gonna come in this motherfucker like Superfly TNT.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put hands on somebody."
Let me tell you how much that would not make it to the show. Let me tell you how much the FCC would jump in on that scene.
Let me tell you something, Big. Because I can see him calling. Look at Red.
I can see
That's
that
my little
part.
girl. Look at little Red. That's my girl right there. So she mean the world to me. I will be in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Superfly TNT.
FCC, yep. Federal Communication Commission, I believe it's called. Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I had non-applicable for Debbie Allen touch.
For what?
The Debbie Allen, the little something extra that Debbie Allen did for the show.
What? What are you talking about?
You forgot that? The whole Debbie, something that we feel Debbie Allen brought to the show? Oh my God. Has it been that long?
Oh, yeah, it must have been.
The Debbie Allen.
I thought you were about to say any what ifs.
Oh, no what ifs.
I said, what if Dwayne was chilling at the crib that night instead of that weird party with a little Christopher Williams playing, eating a little bit of grilled chicken and some green beans?
You with this goddamn grilled chicken and green beans.
Some little white rice, a little butter on it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I have no HBCU stories about coming back because I had
Nostalgia?
one time where I went.
Oh, no, sir.
Yeah.
I had one. That whole Dwayne popping up with a suit reminded me of you coming home for your first Christmas, your freshman year. And we came to the airport, and I'm looking for you, and there's this Ebony Man of the Week standing there with his arms crossed in this long trench coat with a suit on. And I was like, oh.
That was the coat your mom and dad bought me. And I had not gotten a chance to wear it at all. I have been wearing my St. Augustine.
But the point is you were suited and booted, and you had that coat on. And I looked and I was like, wow. Is that my brother? Or is that the running back of the Chicago Bears? Is that the new running back for the New Orleans Saints coming down that hall?
Arnell Hawkins. Arnell Hawkins, the new fullback.
It was like I was looking for you. It's like you was just like, I'm wondering if you could tell you had I wonder if he gonna see me.
I do remember walking up on Mom. I said, "Mama." She looked at me. It wasn't. It didn't help either that I had lost like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
It didn't help. That food was so bad in the cafeteria.
Yeah. Yeah. So after my senior year of high school, I was looking. I was like, man, I gotta lose some weight, because I gained some pounds, and ain't nothing more helping. There's nothing more helpful at Howard University to losing weight. To walking up and down that hill, whether you going up Georgia Avenue or down Georgia Avenue, because you got to get back up that hill, and living
Yeah.
at Drew Hall, which means you are the furthest dorm of that
I
hill.
remember, I remember somebody told me
And
about
finally,
it.
Scrapple. Scrapple will make you, finding out that there's something called Scrapple, that'll make you not want to eat either.
They didn't serve that at Howard. I didn't find out about that until I went to
They served
Paul's
it at
house. Oh,
Howard when I was there.
yeah, I went to Paul's house in Delaware, and Paul's a good friend of mine, and we went to Paul's house. And I remember I stayed the night, and his mom we having breakfast, right? And it had some fruit. And I was like, oh, okay, they giving us a bowl of fruit. That's what we gonna eat, and we gonna move on. Then I realized that she had cooked all this food too. I was like, well, no, that's what you had first. I said, oh, really? I didn't know that. And I said, what is this? This is Scrapple. I said, what is Scrapple? You don't want to know. That's all he said. You don't want to know. Just, you enjoy it? Yeah. Then let's not talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But enjoy it.
Bruh. Scrapple, bruh? Oh my gosh, bruh.
I remember the first time somebody told me about it, the freshman 15. I was like, what is the freshman 15? And that's the thing where they suppose you gain 15 pounds your freshman year. I said,
Yeah, that didn't.
no one happens at Howard. It doesn't happen
Not
at
at
Howard.
Howard. Not at Howard. No, sir.
I remember saying,
And you see, also, I was lifting weights too. So I'm unknowingly, I'm unknowingly getting in, I guess, cardio. I'm not even thinking about the fact that I'm getting cardio because I'm walking up and down this hill every day. And plus, I was in the School of C, even though, I'm trying to think, I'm thinking freshman year. Yeah, I'm fresh. Yeah, freshman year I had class at the School of C. School of C is literally at the bottom of the hill, bro.
yes, it is.
Like you, literally, you going down to the bottom of the hill, bro.
You will go to. You have to pass Bethune and the Quad. You're on flatland when you get down there. I remember in the cafeteria, I was like, people really use salt and pepper? I had never used it. Never. It's like the food was not seasoned. It's like it was just bad. It was just bad, man. It may be better now, but it was just bad. I have totally enjoyed this reintroduction
I
to
did.
Different World.
I did.
Yeah. Yes, I did. It's provincial. It says hello. That just makes me laugh like hell. Until next week at the Black Law, I am Rod. He is Ryan. Peace.